Episode 5. Hello, Brendan.
Hey, Kellie. We are Parking Lot Radio. We're here.
We're here. We're back. Episode 5, and we are coming at you straight from a park and ride. We're taking it different this week.
How exciting. How exciting.
Well, our prep was exciting. We'll get to that. Yeah. But first, let's start out with the usual. Talk about our social media.
Brendan actually created a Facebook page for us.
I love how you talk about yourself in the third person. It's just so wonderful.
Because I want our fans to know it's me
yes,
that made it.
You did. It's very spectacular.
Because I hate social networking. As I know I said it before, and I'll say it again, I hate it.
Yes. But you know
I'm a stalker.
But
that's what it is.
Yes, yeah. But you know what? You did make us a very wonderful Facebook page. So go like us on Facebook, Parking Lot Radio.
Parking Lot Radio, like our page, and I know we have a lot of Texas fans. We're bigger in Texas than New York, and I want you to know, Texas, we love you.
Yes, Texas. I never thought I would love Texas just because I didn't know anyone from Texas, but I love Texas. You guys are great.
You're better fans than New York people where we live.
Yeah, and no. So,
we love you.
Yep, keep it rocking in Texas. Oh, speaking of Texas, happy birthday to Allie Folsom.
She is 21 years old today, and she is a friend of Austin, our number one fan.
So let's get that out there. Happy birthday,
girl.
Allie. Woo, enjoy your 21. Go out, get wasted, have a good time. And with that, we're also, let's just remind you, we're on Instagram at Parking Lot Radio and at Twitter at Parking Lot Radio.
And I would just like to say that we have ordered bumper magnets, like promotional bumper magnets for our show, and they will be coming in the end of the month. If you would like one, please inquire at parkinglotradio@gmail.com. And please remember, we want this to be interactive. Email us regardless.
Yeah, we really want this to be everyone's voice. We want to talk to you guys. We want to share the emails on our podcast. We want to talk to you. We want to hear from you. So
we want to feel more personal, connected to you. So please email us, parkinglotradio@gmail.
And I know we have some direct talk on Twitter, but we really want the emails we're going to share. So I know we talked to some of you guys on Twitter. Love that shit, but email us, because that's what we're going to talk about on the podcast.
We're not reading the direct messages from Twitter. We're not doing
There's just too many of them. Emails get read. So email us at parkinglotradio@gmail.com. Whew, that's a lot of business. We're getting really on the business side of this podcast.
We're doing good this beginning. This is a good beginning.
Okay. All right, so
we actually have some emails to read.
We do. We have 2 whole emails to read. I'm so psyched right now. We have 2 whole emails. The first one is from Krista the Tooth. She's an amazing tattoo artist. Go check her out at the Tooth. Sorry, dude, I don't have your email information on me. I should have probably prepped that. But either way, she said, "Love what you're doing. Keep it up. Glad to know that Asses and Duty are still okay at 28." Krista, I'm psyched that they're still okay too. I mean, they've been funny since we were in junior high, and I'm really glad they're still funny now. And Brendan, would you like to go ahead and read our second email?
Yeah, I will love to, because it's from a dear friend of mine.
Yes.
And I just want to say that I use fake names for all my friends, and I'm at this point giving everyone aliases. So if any of my friends get arrested, they have aliases that they have to report. But this is from, her fake name is Demi. And she said, "A couple weeks ago, you guys were talking about going commando. I myself never used to wear underwear. I went over 8 years without panties, except for that time of the month. I hated them. The idea was given to me by a college roommate who never wore them, and she said I had to try it. It was weird at first, but I loved it. It had its benefits. I felt sexier and free, no panty lines, not to mention the easy access." There's a winky face.
Go winky face.
We all know what she's talking about. "I do it still from time to time, but very rarely, mostly because I gained weight and don't feel as sexy as I once did. As long as you're completely shaved, you shouldn't have any problems. I highly suggest it to anyone who's never tried it. Demi." Well,
Demi, you are still a sexy gal. You keep rocking them no panty days.
And, I hope everyone takes her word seriously, and you should try it at least, and email us, and we'll
talk about your commando experiences.
Yeah, and we'll let Demi know what you guys think. Agree or disagree, we will let her know. We want feedback on this one, and I'm glad that you gave us your feedback, Demi. We love you.
Oh, I forgot. We have a guest in the house who goes commando every day. Rocco, my dog, is sleeping in the back. There was only one viewer on Periscope earlier for our quick little broadcast, but he was on there. Rocco, shout out to you in the back napping. My dog. In the parking lot with us this week.
He got in the lot. What?
Get in the lot, people. It's our new, that's our hashtag. Hashtag get in the lot. Get in the parking lot radio. All right, so what's going on this week, Brendan? What's going on?
Okay, well, anyway, last week I have a relatively fun work story because I make fun of my boss. So it was Thursday, and me and my coworkers go to Starbucks like every day of the week because we're disgusting. And I obviously live on caffeine because I don't sleep anymore in my life, but I guess they all follow suit. But so we're in Starbucks, and they obviously know us. We go there every day. And the guy asked where we work, and in Starbucks, my response was, in hell. And it was really funny between the, group of coworkers I was with. We had a good laugh.
Mm-hmm.
And just, a little side story. The guy asked, he said that he really liked our costumes because of our work uniforms, which was pretty funny. But
now, what is your work uniform? Just so people know that it is not a costume kind of uniform.
It's, dark blue dicky pants and a light blue shirt with my name on it.
So, yeah, it's quite
it's really,
costume.
it looked like, I basically dressed like a mechanic.
Yeah, or janitor/mechanic. Yeah, those professions that have those dickies.
Yeah.
Freaking dickies.
Yeah, not really a costume, but it was really fun. Me and my coworkers had a good laugh. We couldn't handle it, actually.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Good. I like it.
Yeah, it was funny. So anyway, we go back to work, and one of my coworkers I was with, I'm not going to say names because I don't think she would want that aired, but she thought my boss would find it funny, as I did too. And he didn't. So she told him the story, and he didn't find it that funny.
Well, he's your boss. He runs the place. I guess, seeing that it's hell that you work there, and he signs your paychecks. I could see that not being...
Well, not him. He's just the manager. He's middle management. He's nobody important.
Well, that's why he's even more pissed, because he's middle management.
Right? So anyway, but then, a little while later, he made a comment about being Lucifer. And in my attempts to correct him, I put my foot deeper in my mouth because I was like, no, not you, the company. You're just his right-hand man. And I lost it. I was laughing so hard, it wasn't even funny. My boss couldn't even, he turned around and walked away from me after this. And I couldn't even work the rest. I didn't work the rest of the 3 hours of my day because I was walking around telling everyone that I just called our boss the devil's right-hand man.
That's awesome. That's good.
It was a pretty good story.
There's just certain things that you can do at work and things that you can't do at work. Well, for instance, at my old job, since we're in the park and ride, this is actually coincides with that. I guess I really just love hanging out with you gays. My old manager, he's one of you. He's one of the gays. We decided to take a break from work on the clock, that kind of break, and go to something like this, but outdoors. It's, we know park and rides are I'm just gonna say, they're a gay hookup spot. That's what park and rides generally are. So you know it as, it's what you think of it as.
Are they everywhere, or are they just in New York?
I have no idea. That's actually, we should probably Google that.
Texas fans, please let us know if park and rides are there, and if they are, if it is a gay hookup spot. Please let us know.
I think it is, because even in something about Mary, that park and ride, Ben Stiller gets arrested. You've seen that movie, right? Gets arrested. Is that a park and ride kind of spot? Anyway, so we went to this place. It's like an outdoor memorial place. I don't know. It's the Bald Hill Memorial. It's known as there was a whole I think arrest there of a bunch of guys hooking up. So we went there and called it gay bird watching. So it was pretty good, though. It was a pretty good use of work time being spent, is what I'm getting at. So
did he find someone to sleep with?
No, he was just kind of giving me the inside scoop on what goes down at places like this, because I guess, maybe he did that once or twice. So I was just, I was getting the inside on how it goes down at park and rides. Right now, actually, as we're here, we'll give you the full scoop. There is probably, how many cars would you say here? Probably 10 cars?
Oh, they're coming. It's getting later. There's more coming.
This place is getting packed, and there's just people in their cars, creeping.
Looking for someone to sleep with. Now, I'm gay, and obviously, I know what a park and ride is, and I know all about the situation, but I've never done it, and I'm really not one to hide my life, because I just, I talk about my sex life, regularly. But I just never got into doing that, because I feel like it's so much more easier online when you could just meet some. You know what I mean? Coming to a park and ride and not knowing who you're going to meet, if anyone, it just didn't seem worth it for me.
Well, yeah, really, cars can be very, very deceiving. I was kind of hoping someone would pull up to us, but we're pretty much making ourselves pretty known. We got out and peed on the side of the cars. Parking lots, no bathrooms, and when you got a small bladder like me, it's really a bad mix. But yeah, so we're snooping. We're trying to see some action, but I think we're scaring everyone off. The fact that the light's on, and we're creating a lot of action because we have our studio in the middle of a park ride.
Well, I'm hoping, like, we don't... I didn't anticipate them coming to us, but I'm hoping we see them get together.
That's what I'd like to see.
Because if they do, then we should totally drive up to them.
Yeah, we will. We'll be coming to you with hopefully an interview if we can catch someone hooking up in the act.
That would be so fun.
That would be amazing.
What are you doing here, mister?
Yeah, excuse me, can you tell us exactly what you're doing in this parking ride? Are you going to work, in fact? Are you catching a ride with each other? Or are you just trying to get a blowjob? Clue us in. At parkinglot.radio@gmail.com. Just to put it out there.
Can we just pull up to that car with the lights on and ask them?
I think we should. I think we should start doing interviews. This would be the spot. I mean, there are just some... I mean, I can't even see these people's faces, but their cars just look creepy.
And everyone is in... Like, there are cars parked with lights off, and we know that there's people in them because they haven't left. Like, we see them come in and park, and they just don't get out of their car.
Yeah, we see your arm out the window. Like, you're not being very secretive, you know?
Yeah, like, they're in their cars. It's just awkward. I just don't even know what to make of it.
When we first got here, actually, his car pulls up to us, headlights, and a cop gets out, and we thought we were getting caught loitering before we could even film the show tonight.
Yeah.
Turns out they were actually using the parking ride for what it's used for, to, carpool
I don't
to
know.
work.
He's probably gay.
You think so? You're just gonna assume that the cop was gay? He got in his car and drove away.
He looked good. I would have slept with him. I would have slept with that cop.
He was a handsome cop.
He was young.
He was a young, handsome cop. I
should have solicited him.
Yeah.
But I might have ended up in jail.
There you go. That would have been... We could have podcasted right from the inside.
I would have been in jail. You would have had to bail me out. But that would have been so worth it.
It would have been worth it. It would have been worth it for a good Periscope broadcast. I mean, we try to make these Periscope videos. We're getting there. So, just...
We do them together. I'm not going to start doing them alone. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I said, bear with us on the social media thing. We're getting there.
When we're big enough, so if we, spread the word, because when we're big enough, we're going to outsource this social media, and someone else will be in charge of all that nonsense.
Yeah, and I'm sure you'll get a lot more Twitter feeds after that.
We'll have a lot more fans, because we'll have someone that knows what the fuck they're doing.
But let me just say, let me put this out there. I so much love for everyone that's been, hitting us up and reaching out to us. Really been enjoying everyone that I've been conversating with, and it's just really cool to connect with people that we don't even know just through this podcast. It's awesome. So. And
I find it awesome that they're in another state. Like, it's just amazing.
Yeah. No, it's been a really cool experience, and we're really appreciative of everyone checking us out.
When we're big enough and we start doing road trips, I totally anticipate going to Texas, just because it's like where we start. Like, we got famous in Texas before New York.
I mean, let's just fucking move to Texas at this point.
I'm moving to California in my life.
Yes.
And we have a plan, 2 years, 2017. Maybe it's the end of 2017, maybe early 2018.
Listen, my mom actually today, I was talking to my mom. I know you've all heard about her before if you've tuned in.
We have to get her on the show. We do.
I love her. She was talking about, because she used to live in Santa Barbara, and we were actually talking, she was talking about how she'd moved to California again. So
oh my God, Mom,
we talk about it all the time. So I really, that's going to eventually where I think I want to end up at some point. So
2017, hon.
2017.
We're going together.
I think,
Mama Dukes can come too. That would be such a fun road trip with her.
Amazing. She's hysterical.
And it would all be on Parking Lot Radio, so it would be such a fun show.
It would be amazing, of course. I'd like to broadcast my whole life on Parking Lot Radio. Just keep it going.
Right?
Yep.
It's happening, hon. It's happening.
So, yeah, I mean, speaking of real life, what else is going on? What else is going on in the week of Brendan?
Well, not too much. I do want to mention that, like, my life motto has been, bigger's always better.
Oh, okay, yes.
And obviously I'm referring to dick size. But anyway...
Obviously.
But anyway, I got a picture on Grindr yesterday, and there is a too big, and I saw it. Legit, like, I sent it to Kellie. I sent her a picture of it because I couldn't handle it. It wouldn't fit in any of my holes. Like, I couldn't get that in my mouth. Like, what does he think he's doing with that?
Yeah, this is a good topic. Let's get on this topic. Sex is a topic we talk about a lot on the show. And it's people should talk about this shit in public because it just makes sense. From a, straight female perspective on the whole bigger, you're right.
That was too big, right?
It was just gigantic. So, yeah, Brendan sent me a picture of some guy's giant penis. And it is. And I just want to let you guys know out there, your size, it's It's a factor to an extent, but it's really the way you work with it. That's what I think.
No, I'm a full on, like, bigger is always better, except that was just ridiculous. Like, that's not real. I think that was photoshopped, honestly. I don't think that's humanly possible.
Well, I don't know. That's when you get into the porn business, when that's your
No, like,
that's your moneymaker.
I have a flawless dick, and I know it, and, like, I could be a porn star, but, like, I am not like that. Like, that is too much.
We'd post it on social media, but we'd probably get flagged, so we won't
would
be. We won't be posting it.
I guess if you really want to see this, like, I don't even know what to call it. What's a good word for that? Enormous dick.
Enormous would be a good word for it.
Inquire at parkinglot.radio@gmail, and we will send you the picture through email if you really want to see it, because that's a possibility.
Now, this Grindr is crazy. As being obviously a female and not gay, I'm not a gay man. I'm not on Grindr, so I love hearing these stories. I mean, even just before, someone from how many miles away were they messaging you?
Like 1,200 miles away.
And this guy's giving you his number. He has never even had a conversation. He's giving you his number, trying to, I guess, text sex.
He basically wanted to have sex with me, is what he said, because he said, you look really good. Now, he's never seen my face, because my face is not on Grindr.
What do you have on Grindr if your face isn't on Grindr?
My new tattoo on my abs.
Gotcha.
I have an ab tattoo. It's new. We should send it. Well, I'll upload pictures of this new tattoo. I got it like a couple of weeks ago. But so that's what's on there. But and he messaged me, you're so hot, this, that, the third, and then he followed it, and then my response was, you're 12,000 miles away, and he followed it with giving me his phone number.
Oh, I don't get it.
I don't understand how this is ever.
That just seems exhausting.
Well, I don't do I'm not a fan. Like, honestly, I'm not a fan of long distance relationships.
So why would you like long distance hookups?
Right, it's not gonna work. I'm sorry.
Sense.
I'm not traveling 12,000 miles
to hook up.
No, it's not happening. Never in my life am I traveling 12,000 miles.
I wouldn't even travel 12,000 miles for a vacation. Probably.
No, I would. That one I would do.
No, I don't know. I think that's crazy that he hit you up from 12,000 miles away. Oh, speaking of vacation, I know we didn't talk about this in prep, so I don't want to throw you off here.
Oh, go ahead.
But you remember the Griswold family vacation movies, Chevy Chase, the vacation movies?
I'm not a big movie person, Kelly.
All right. Well, I mean, I think it's kind of crazy that they're coming out with I guess you can call it a sequel. It's supposed to be Clark Griswold's son now taking his family to Wally World. Everyone has seen these movies. I don't know how you haven't seen the vacation movies.
I just don't remember movies.
Christmas Vacation, Vegas Vacation, classic comedies. Jesus Christ, Brendan. This is like classic movies. Oh my god. Well, so yeah, they're coming out with this new vacation movie, and I guess this is like the time for sequels. I mean, there's just like the Jurassic World just came out, and there's just like all these crazy sequels coming out.
The second one came out. I can't wait to go see it.
Yeah, I mean sequels from like old movies though, like movies from like the early _90s and like 80s, and or remakes they're doing, which is pretty crazy. So I was pretty excited about that.
When's it coming out?
Shit. I think I can maybe like a week or two actually, because that's when they start showing maybe a week or two. I guess I gotta look it up. That's not accurate. So don't take my word for it. I just saw the commercial for it today and I got pretty psyched. It's the dude from The Hangover. The guy that plays Stu gets like his tooth pulled out.
Maybe we'll go see it together.
Yeah. I can. Yeah, and I'll have to show you the first one first. We'll update you on some classic cinema, which isn't really that. It's kind of classic. Go with Chevy Chase.
Hey, we're gonna take a break.
Parking Lot Radio will be right back. We're gonna go scope out the creepers in the parking ride.
Try to find something interesting to talk about.
We'll be back. Okay, after a gross bathroom break.
Welcome back to Parking Lot Radio. Kelly had to go to the bathroom. We took a quick trip.
We did. We took this show on the road to the gas station bathroom. It was gross.
I tried to Periscope, but we didn't have a connection. Sorry for that, guys.
Sorry, but next time we'll Periscope on my bathroom breaks. There's so many of them. Yeah, so we wanted to talk about something we like to call the Wall of Shame. Brendan, tell our listeners what the Wall of Shame is, please.
Well, anyway, I came up with this term. I'm writing a book, and it's involved in my book. So anyway, there's it's about people. Like, your Wall of Shame is the people that you regret ever liking or sleeping with. Now, my list, I give myself a little credit, because my list is probably like a handful, maybe just over a handful long. I could think of 3 people that I regret liking and like obsessing over, and probably a couple more that I probably hooked up with. Okay. What about you, Kelly?
I've always kind of really tried to, when you have that, you think you have a good connection with someone, his personality, and you get along really well. That doesn't always mean things can go further than that. So yeah, my goal of shame's pretty big because I've given people chances that maybe should not have gotten chances.
See,
and I definitely regret that.
We're very different because I'm more of a looks person. Like, looks matter. And I'm well aware of it. Like, and yeah, personality does too. But personally, looks matter a little bit more. Like, you could be a dick. I'd rather you be a dick and look really good than be, like, not good looking and be enjoyable.
Well, looks matter to me too, but like if you can make me laugh like crazy, or I think we have like something that we really like connect on, you look better to me. You know, like you
Of
know,
course.
you look better to me because you know, like you have a really good like sense of humor. Like so, it's like some people are just so like magnetic. But you know, really, in the end, if you're not attracted to that person, it's just not, you know, it ends up kind of being a little regrettable because you don't end up with them all the time. You know, and I don't mean that in a shallow way. Like, you have to just be somewhat attracted to them, you know, like, and sometimes you really, I think I convinced myself that it is something that it's not.
I mean, I go through this debate a lot because a lot of people think I'm very shallow and whatnot. And, you know, yes, looks matter to me. But, like, personally speaking, I don't think it could be anything further if I'm not attracted to them. Because if I'm not physically attracted, like, it's like online dating. I'm going to use my analogy here.
Okay.
Online dating is all about looks. Like, if I'm not interested, I'm not hitting you up.
Yeah.
And I'm not responding to you. So, like, there's not really seeing past that attraction part.
See, where my online experiences have gone, I've met people on, like, you know, on sites talking about music, because I'm really, you know, music's like my thing, going to shows. So I've talked to people in that capacity where I didn't see their face first and had the conversation first. And then
What site is this?
Well, you know, I guess it just used to be, you know, I guess this was when I don't really meet people offline too much these days, but what I did, it was when people had profiles up, and you would search them out by certain bands or certain things. Like,
like MySpace?
Yeah, like...
Are we going back to MySpace?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
We're going back to, like, AOL profiles.
Oh,
we're
boy.
going back to, yeah.
We're aging ourselves right now, because I know what we're talking about.
Like AOL, yeah, we were looking at people on AOL by their screen. You'd get their screen name, like, you'd put in, like a band name or, like, something, like, in their interests. Yeah, this is predating even Friendster. Friendster, something I totally even forgot existed until the other day when it was in, like, an older movie.
Oh,
but,
God.
Yeah,
we're old.
Definitely dating ourselves on the social media aspect. But, yeah, that's probably why we're not so good at it.
Yeah, that's why. We knew MySpace. Oh,
Yeah.
God, we're 90s babies. Oh, God.
But, yeah, so I you know, and I guess I can't even put it on my wall of shame because maybe that's me. But, you know, I do regret it because it was just...
No, mine are on my wall of shame, and I, like, kind of, like, wish I never went through that in my life.
Yeah, and you know what I regret worse, though? The really good-looking guy the really couple good-looking guys that maybe I did try to go after, and it was a failure because I got rejected. You know, like, going after someone that I didn't have that connection with, that I was so sure of myself that I'm like, oh, they're gonna like, because I'm all, you know, but we didn't have anything, and I went after them just based on looks, and totally got turned down. And that's like a burn. It's a bruise. Leaves your ego bruised.
Yes, and that's another thing I want to bring up here. Another topic for us is how do we handle rejection? Because I don't handle it, like, at all. Like, reject me and I will never talk to you, never see you. I'll act like I don't know you, and it's done. Like, it's deaded.
I don't want to, again.
That's just me personally. Like, I don't handle it well. I want to kill myself, and I'm going to act like I'm better than you.
Yeah, not to give myself too much credit here. I don't have I guess a huge list of rejections. I guess maybe because I don't put myself out there after certain types of people. That's probably why.
I don't put myself. There's only one or two because I usually like let them come get me.
Yeah, there's definitely one story in particular. I remember me and this guy that I thought he was super super cute, and I thought we had a certain reason, like I think we had a mutual friend, so we'd see each other here and there, and I was totally getting the vibes. I'm like, oh, this dude likes to see, would hit me up, and then the one night I attempted to make a move, oh, totally got turned down. That's still one of those things I think about and cringe, because I'm like, oh, I'm so embarrassed that I even tried to put it out there, because it was like a brutal, like, no, that's not where, I'm like, oh shit, like, you read those signals wrong, and that was not fun. Not a good place to be.
I hate, like, you know what I really hate?
What?
Honestly, mixed signals. Like, I can't stand those.
No.
Like, don't do that. Like, stop it. Just fucking be clear with what you're looking for.
Yeah, I've been guilty of sending out mixed signals. I have.
I'm sure I have too.
Definitely, but it does suck to be on the side of the receiving end of those brutal
It
signals.
sucks when you just don't know, and it's like I was involved in a situation where it was like it was definitely the wrong time, and that's why I didn't make any sort of moves in this particular situation, which was rather recent, unfortunately. But it was like there were just mixed signals, and it was just a really bad timing.
Bad timing.
You know what it was? It was like I almost don't want to say this because it sounds really fucked up, but it was like the perfect person. In my head. I don't really know in real life. We'll just go with my head because that's what this will ever be, because it's not going anywhere. Trust me, it's over. But it was like the perfect person. We were like perfect for each other. We'll just say this for now. But it was just like the bad time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was the wrong. We met at the wrong time in life, and like it'll never be anything. Believe me, it won't be. It's deaded.
Well, and that can ruin a certain possible thing with people too. Is timing. You know what I mean? Like,
you know, if it's not meant to be, though, it's not meant to be, and I truly believe that. So like, yeah, I met this person, and it was great. We were friends for a while, but it was there were a lot of mixed signals, and I think it was really because of where they were at in life and what was going on in their life. And I was a good person, and I didn't like take advantage of the situation because I could have, and more than like several times I could have played on those insecurities, and I could have taken advantage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I didn't, and I was an upstanding friend.
Well, and that's not a good way to start out a relationship or whatever, any kind of situation anyway, because there's always going to be that awkward. You know what I mean? If you kind of like get someone when they're not in the best state of mind or spot in their lives, it's really never going to go anywhere. It's not. Generally it's going to probably go bad.
Well, of course, but I'm just saying, like, it was just the wrong time, and that was just the universe saying, you're not meant to be.
Yeah, well...
I heard the message loud and clear, and thank you, universe. I've heard it.
I've had that, and I've also had the opposite, where I knew someone, like, 10 years ago, and then all of a sudden, like, you see something different in them, and then you start dating. I guess that goes back to what we were talking about,
But, like, did you stop talking for 10 years?
No, like, I knew them through, say, like, okay, perfect example. This happened between me and someone. I knew them through actually an ex-boyfriend of mine, and we were friends through that person. And then 10 years later, we kind of still knew each other through mutual friends, and then we started to like each other and tried to date. Didn't really work out, but we gave it a shot anyway. And mutual respect to this guy, because he actually asked my ex of 10 years prior if it was okay to date me, which I thought was weird because that dude's like engaged and we're at totally different lives now. But good to always ask a friend if you're trying to date their ex-girlfriend, I guess. I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah, I think it's weird. I mean...
That would never happen in the gay world, I'm just saying.
You guys don't ask each other if it's okay to date
this
exes?
is my issue with gays, because I don't think gay friendships really exist, because usually you're fucking.
Yeah.
Usually. But then, like, the rare chance that you're not, it's usually, like, it's competition, and we're backstabbing bitches.
But, that happens in the straight world, too. Like, the guys and girls being friends thing, it does not work. I'm an advocate for that.
Oh, you don't believe in platonic friendships?
No, platonic friendships, they're very rare unless you're really not attracted to the other person, and usually one person always is. It always happens.
Yeah, this is very much so correlates to our conversation from a few weeks ago about the friend zone.
Yeah. And
that friend zone was very similar. And, but yeah, I agree that there's, like, even in the, like, this is my opinion on the gay world, there's no gay friendships. Like, it's not real.
You know what, from all my experience of being in the gay male world with all my gay male friends, it doesn't seem to be. And when you are friends, there's always that competition you guys seem to have with each other.
And I mean, I know, I kind of, oh my god, they're trying to get with each other!
Oh, we are catching a hookup in progress right now.
In the park and ride. Oh my god, this is amazing. This just made my night. Oh, he's getting out of the car.
He's getting out of the car. He's going up to the window.
Oh my god. Oh, he's getting in the car. He is in the car.
We are catching a hookup in progress
at the park. Oh, he just got dropped off at his car. He just got dropped off at his car.
Alright. False alarm. That was the purpose of the park and ride, is to actually park and ride.
They probably just fucked.
Let's just go with that.
They just fucked somewhere else, and he just got dropped back off at his car.
That's what we're going with. I'm gonna go with that one.
I 100% agree.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Back to the show. We told you we would tell you. Back to the show.
I got very excited for that. Sorry, guys. But and I kind of like I have a lot of straight girlfriends, and I believe I hear it a lot from straight girls that like they don't have girlfriends, they can't be friends with girls because of the competition and that same sort of thing. So gay men are very similar. In my opinion. And it sounds very high school, but like in life, like if I'm like I'm here, and if I have a gay friend next to me, and we're just like out and about, I'm wondering what people are thinking, and most people are probably thinking we're together.
I would probably think you're together.
Right? You
I
just
would
think
assume.
you just assume you're together. And if you're not together, then it's like
Maybe you have been together once.
instantly they've fucked.
Yeah.
Instantly. That's just a given. Like, two gays are not together for no reason. And then if they're not, it's like whenever you like come across another one, you're always wondering who they're looking at. It's just a disaster.
That sounds exhausting, actually.
This is why I don't do gay friends. I'm very adamant. I really don't do gay friends.
I mean,
I usually always regret it when I give a gay a chance in my life. I regret it in the end.
I mean, I have a pretty tight-knit group of girlfriends, and we're not in competition with each other. I mean, we're older now, too, but even when we were younger, we wouldn't be in competition. We'd always try to pick, and let each other know who we were into so there wouldn't be any cross.
And I think it's very different when you like start a friendship, like a genuine friendship. Like, I feel like, for me now, like, I had, obviously, I wasn't out my whole life. I came out years after high school. And, so I never had a genuine gay friend in my life. And now to meet one now is probably not we're in a different place in life. Like, I'm still single. If I'm chatting with a gay, it's most likely to be trying to get with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different when you start friends at an earlier age and you really are friends.
That's true, yeah. When you have that solid foundation of a friendship, when you just kind of are just starting that new friendship,
It's just different. It would be, and plus, it's also a little bit different because you're in a relationship. You're not in competition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
We're just in different places in life, Kelly. You're just further along than me.
No, please, I wouldn't even go that far. I wouldn't even go that far.
I went that far. You're doing a little bit better than Brendan.
Nah. Please. Your life, I think, is farther on track than mine. But agree to disagree on that one.
I guess. No, I just want to make something clear. Like, I use this "I'm gay" label quite often.
Yes. You do. I think you've announced that you're gay on this podcast maybe, 5,000 times at this point. I think I'm going to go back and maybe make a log of how many times Brendan says, I'm gay, but I'm gay and this. And I think you start every single story by saying, I'm gay. But well, at least everyone knows this podcast is friendly to the gays if they haven't gotten it by now.
I actually think we should have our fans comment and give, estimates of how much we do it. Send your estimates to parkinglotradio@gmail.com.
Yeah, maybe we'll receive a prize. If you can guesstimate how many times Brendan has announced that he's gay on the show.
But anyway,
I feel like I have to tell everyone how many times I'm straight so that they just get the idea. I am straight, he's gay. We're a team.
It segues into my story. We're still laughing about this.
Alright. Woo!
That was a good laugh. But anyway, my point is, despite my label of being gay, I just want everyone in the world to know that I have a pass and enough tequila, and I will sleep with anyone. Anything, anyone. It doesn't matter, male, female. It doesn't matter if I'm awake or not. It just does not matter. Tequila will get you the dick.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Of Brendan.
Good to know. I guess, in case if I'm ever really hurting, we'll just feed you some tequila.
Any females out there that want my dick, it's tequila is the remedy.
Is the key. Is the key to getting Brendan to go a little bit to the left.
It's how to make a gay man straight. It's tequila for this gay man, at least.
I think that seems like a common thread, actually. Tequila makes a lot of people have some pretty serious issues the next day.
Yep, well, that's mine. So I'm just saying, anyone that wants to sleep with me that doesn't have a penis or looks really, if you're gay and you look really gross, probably tequila would help you.
Yeah, there you go. Well, now
shove
we know.
it down my throat.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This was such a fun episode.
Yeah, we really, as you can tell, we're really enjoying ourselves. Aside from the atmosphere of the park and ride.
I think it's fun, though.
It is.
It's mysterious. And
it's good. It's good.
It's like a sexual vibe, just in the parking lot, in the air alone.
Yeah, I mean, on our show we talk about sex life, so it's a very perfect place for us to podcast from.
We might do this more often, I think.
Yeah, I think we should. I think we should find real serious spots like this on Long Island.
There's more of them.
Oh, there's a lot more of them.
I know all about it.
And we'll be coming to you live, well, sort of live, pre-recorded 2 days earlier from those places. Yeah. But we will find them.
We do need to edit ourselves because we're not that good.
Yeah, we do need to edit because we do.
We do. That's real. This is why we're not on the real radio.
No, but we'll get there. We'll be there, and we'll be all on your faces with it. All on your faces with the parking lot.
So get in the lot. Remember, we're on...
Hashtag get in the lot. Spread that around like wildfire. Spread it around, because that's our new slogan.
And remember, we are now on Facebook, Parking Lot Radio. Like us, mention us, comment us, Make your friends do it too.
Yes.
We want you to hear us.
Spread the word about the podcast. We really want it to be interactive. We want to hear from you guys, even if we're having silly podcasts like today and we're just talking about all sorts of nonsense. Just tell us what you think. Tell us stories about your life. Like,
yeah, give us insights. We want to know you.
Exactly. We want to know you. We want to talk about it. We want to broadcast. We want to be like, the voice of the people on our podcast.
Right?
We'll be the voice of the people if you send us some emails.
We gave you a whole bunch of topics today. I really hope we get some feedback on them because, this is a lot. We went through the wall of shame.
The wall of shame.
Handling rejection.
Is it too big?
Yeah, is it too big? That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other one we did? Oh, platonic friendships. Are they real or not?
And, gay, straight, and we know Brendan's gay, we know.
And we also know how to make him straight now.
Exactly.
Let's talk to other gay men out there.
Yeah,
how do you get straight?
Yeah, how could you turn straight to other gay men? And this podcast is friendly to all sorts, every shape and size of person, so.
And if you have any, anyone out there has topics that they want us to talk about, please email us them because we come up with these on our own and we could really use the help. Just putting it out there, we could use help.
So send us some emails. Like I said, I'm really stressing that this week to everybody.
parkinglot.radio@gmail.com.
And as far as tonight, I think I'm pretty good. I think
that's it. Yeah, I think this is our closing.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get out of here before Brendan gets raped. Or gives it up, because I think that's where he's going after this.
He's trying.
Alright, so that is the end of episode 5 of Parking Lot Radio.
Give it a listen when it drops.
Thursday night, maybe Wednesday. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how we do this week.
So, check it out. Make sure to listen in for next week. And email us, parkinglotradio@gmail.com. Twitter @parkinglotradio.
Check out all of our pages, Instagram,
Facebook.
And we are kind of on YouTube. We're trying to get better at YouTube.
So, yeah, just keep in check and keep in touch with us, and we'll get back to you next week.
And I just want you to know I am trying very hard to, like and comment back to people on Facebook. So please, send us feedback. Talk to us on there.
Yeah, get in touch with us, and we'll get back to you. Have a good week, everybody.
Bye.
Nothing but a G-string. So peep game. Who the lucky female to taste these snips and snails and puppy dog tails, huh? You're messing with me, I'm messing with you. I'm a dog.